Have you ever noticed how some words just hit the nail on the head? Like they perfectly capture something.
Yes, totally.
Well, today we're diving into one of those words.
Oh, cool.
It's inimitable. And
I like that word.
yeah, right. Such a good one. To help us out, we've got some sources. We've got Merriam-Webster
Of course.
and dictionary.com giving us those definitions. Always a good starting point.
Yeah, definitely.
Then we've got a fun little literary connection. We'll be looking at the inimitable Jeeves.
Oh, nice.
And to round things out, we'll even take a peek at a psychology article that gets into what makes you and me, well, inimitable.
Sounds fascinating.
So in this short deep dive, our goal is to really understand what this word means and why it sticks around, why it matters.
I'm ready. I'm ready to unravel the mysteries of inimitable.
All right, let's unravel. So to kick things off, let's go straight to the heart of it. What does inimitable actually mean?
Well, dictionary.com tells us it means incapable of being imitated or copied, surpassing imitation, matchless.
Wow, that's
And they also give a more concise definition. Incapable of being duplicated or imitated, unique.
so right off the bat.
Yeah.
We're talking about something that's truly in a class of its own.
Right.
Surpassing imitation.
Oh, that's good.
I really like that phrase. It's not just that you can't copy it, it's that it's on another level.
Exactly.
It's like trying to copy, a masterpiece painting with like finger paints.
Yeah.
You might get something kind of similar.
Right.
But you're missing the whole point.
Totally missing the essence.
Yeah, exactly, the essence.
It's just not the same.
Now, to really dig deeper,
Yeah.
let's look at the word's roots. Where did this word come from?
Well, dictionary.com tells us inimitable comes from the Latin inimitabilis.
Oh, Latin.
Yeah. And this goes way back to the 16th century.
Wow, that's a while.
Yeah. And if you break it down, it's really simple. It's in, meaning not, and imitable, meaning able to be imitated.
So, really straightforward.
Basically, not able to be imitated.
No. Yeah, no ancient riddles to solve with this one.
Nope, pretty clear cut.
So we've got those definitions, that groundwork.
Right.
But the fun part is seeing inimitable in action, in real life.
Absolutely. Let's see it in the wild.
Yeah. And Merriam-Webster gives us a ton of examples showing how it's used in all these different contexts. We're talking describing people, describing styles, even describing tea.
Tea.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I'm curious about that tea one.
We'll get there. But it's interesting, right?
Yeah, it is.
You wouldn't necessarily think one word could describe, say, Charles Barkley.
Okay.
A very specific style of Bidenness and the flavor of a tea.
Yeah.
But inimitable can do all that.
Yeah.
So it really gets at this quality of distinctiveness that can pop up in some pretty surprising places.
What makes it so powerful?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's actually look at some of these examples.
Okay, let's do it.
Merriam-Webster mentions the inimitable Charles Barkley. When you hear that, what comes to mind?
Well, for me, it's definitely his personality. He's just so outspoken, so funny. You can't imagine anyone else being like him.
Yeah, you really can't. Like delivering commentary or even just existing.
Right, exactly. There's just no one else like him.
Yeah, that specific blend of outspokenness, humor, and insight.
That's pure Berkeley.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, another example. They talk about the new Biden lacking the old Biden's inimitable Bidenness.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. It makes you think about how even something like someone's demeanor can have this unique quality that can change over time or even fade.
Yeah, like a previous, almost unrepeatable essence.
Right, exactly. So subtle, but so powerful.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
And we see inimitable used in the arts, too. They describe the inimitable Mike Rice, who's known for his comedy writing.
Yeah, sure.
Or they talk about the late singer's inimitable wardrobe in those cases. It points to a specific style or this creative voice that's instantly recognizable. You just can't replicate it.
It's like their trademark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not always about, these super famous people.
Okay.
There's an example about the inimitable Little Beaver and the local mud wrestler known as Sweet Cheeks.
Wow. Okay.
And their inimitable highlights the unique characters of individuals in these maybe less conventional settings.
Right.
Showing that distinctiveness isn't limited to fame or fortune.
It's about standing out in your own way.
Exactly. It's about being inherently your own. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
Perry is described as having his inimitable style of old folks with smart mouths.
Ha ha, I love that.
Right. You immediately get this specific, likely humorous picture.
Totally.
Then they talk about a brand style being inimitable, emphasizing its unique identity in the marketplace. And then there's Cher, guiding us through her inimitable life and career with chutzpah. You just immediately get a sense of her singular energy.
It's unmistakable.
It really is. What's so striking is how inimitable isn't just about people.
Oh, right.
It can describe more abstract things, too.
Oh, interesting.
So, for example, they talk about Marish Ferrer's inimitable best-selling tea.
Okay, the tea.
Yes, the tea, suggesting a flavor or a blend that's just totally unique.
Oh, I get it.
Right, or they say this inimitable implying a unique atmosphere or experience. Even Cypress Hill's impact on cannabis culture is called inimitable.
Wow.
Recognizing their unique and lasting influence.
That makes sense.
Right, and it keeps going. A pair of headphones can be inimitable in their design or sound.
Oh, yeah.
The hallmarks of design hotels create an inimitable stay.
Right.
Those special touches you won't find anywhere else. They even describe someone's glamour as inimitable, highlighting a skill that just couldn't be copied. Or the food of a city possessing an inimitable bon vivant spirit, capturing that unique, intangible vibe.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to these even more profound uses. God's inimitable presence.
Wow.
Speaks to something that's just beyond human comparison. Even the terroir, the climate, and the savoir-faire of a place can make its style inimitable. It really shows how vast the range of things are that can possess this quality of being beyond imitation.
Totally. And, you know, it's really interesting to connect this back to that psychology article.
Oh, right, from Birch Psychology.
Yes, exactly. They make this point that all our multiple identities and our experiences come together to make each of us unique and inimitable.
It's fascinating how this really mirrors those dictionary examples, but on this personal level.
Yeah, like it's happening in our own lives.
Exactly.
And the article talks about intersectionality, which is the idea that all the parts of who we are, our background, our experiences, our traits, they all interact to create this totally individual and unrepeatable combination.
So it's like the dictionary gives us this definition of something being impossible to copy, and then psychology gives us this glimpse into why on an individual level.
Exactly.
So it's like the dictionary tells us the what, and psychology gives us the why.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, we can't forget about the book.
Oh, yes.
The Inimitable Jeeves.
Right.
That title just tells you everything you need to know.
It really does.
Jeeves is portrayed as this uniquely capable, utterly irreplaceable character.
Totally.
And his skills and his intellect, they're so singular that inimitable just becomes his defining trait.
Like it sums him up perfectly.
It really does.
It's perfect shorthand for someone whose abilities or personality are just so unique.
Right.
He's not just a good valet. He's the best.
Yeah, in a league of his own. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Inimitable, the takeaway is pretty clear. Inimitable describes something that's so unique and so exceptional that it just can't be copied or matched. Whether it's a person's style, a brand's identity, even the feel of a place, calling it inimitable is recognizing that it's truly one of a kind.
Absolutely.
And it makes you think, right?
Yeah, definitely.
In a world that's often driven by trends and imitation, what actually deserves the label inimitable?
Ooh, good question.
And maybe even more important, why does that distinctiveness matter?
That's something to ponder.
Yeah. A little food for thought.
I like it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Inimitable.
Yeah, this was fun.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.